Hey guys, Catherine here. I am making a video today as part of the Thanks for Watching Art event. This will be the third hop chain in what is quickly becoming a series, which is awesome. It supports artists who are making videos on their art and how to make art here on YouTube. I will include a link to all of the other artists participating in this chain in the description. There's actually an event link chain. I encourage you to go down there and check out what other artists are doing. And for this event, we have been asked to choose a video from one of the previous events and use that as something that has inspired us and use that to make our own version of that for this event. And the previous video that I choose was one by Carsondcatslife. She made a video on making cute note cards. I just found out that Happy Mail was the thing. You're gonna laugh, but I just found out that it was the thing, and I am about that. That sounds awesome to me. So I want to put together a bunch of things and send out a bunch of things, and I want to include personalized cards in them. So this is the perfect opportunity to make some cards for that. I want to make cards out of this lovely light purple lilac lavender, not lilac, starker, lavender colored paper. So I have got this lavender solid colored paper that I'm going to use as my background, and I have only got a sheet that is 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to pull out my scoreboard and divide it up into sections. The first thing that I do think that I want to do is just divide it straight down the middle here. So half of 8.5 is 4 1/4. And the cards that Carsondcatslife did in her video were fold-over cards, but I think I want to do flat note cards. One, because it takes less paper to do that, and two, because I kind of like flat note cards better than the fold-over kind of note cards. So that's what I want to do. And then, let's see, 11. So half of 11 is 5 1/2. I want to be able to divide this into equal parts. So 5 1/2. And then half of 5 1/2 is 2 and, let's see, 2 3/4? Yes, 2 3/4. So 2 3/4. So that will give me, I'm going to have to flip this around. I'm not going to be able to talk and think about what the opposite end of 2 3/4 is. So that will give me 8 note cards as scored out of one sheet, and I'm going to decorate them as one sheet and then cut them out as I need them. There we go. So that gives me that. I can put my scoreboard away for the moment. And this can easily be, like, from this point on, you could easily make it into fold-over cards just by decorating every other one rather than every one. Then the next thing that I want to do is put a slightly smaller background on this. And this is, well, each of these is 2 1/4 by 4 1/4, or 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I have got this lovely, like, 12 by 12 paper that I've already cut some out of, and it's got these round circly dot bits on the one side and this lovely flower pattern on the other side. So what I'm going to do is actually pull back out my scoreboard now, and then also pull out my cutter, and I'm going to cut off this top label to start with. I'm going to cut it like just right there, just so that it also takes off that little bit of paper at the top. There we go. Alright, pull that aside and put that aside for something else, because you can always use scraps for things. And then I'm going to line this up to the edge, and let's see, how much of a border do I want around it? I think I want 1/4 inch on each side, which means I'm going to want to subtract 1/2 inch from the height and the width. So the height was 2 3/4. If I subtract 1/2 inch from that, that's 2 1/4. So 2 1/4 and 4 1/2. Let's start with that. And then slice that off. At the 4 1/2 mark, if I can line it up right. There we go. Set this aside for the moment and set the cutter aside, and then it was 8 1/2, 4 1/4, and I want to subtract 1/2 inch from that, so 3 3/4. 3 3/4 and 6 3/4, and then another 3/4 is 7 1/2. I'm going to, I think I can get another one out of that. I don't think I can. I think I'm going to lose a corner, which actually might be kind of fun looking. Try it out, see how it works. So I think I will flip it around. Oh yeah. there we go. All right. Go. Cards. With cards on top of them, with little sentiments written on them, with places for further personalization depending on the person that you're sending them to, and little sparklies, little half pearls and little sparkly bits. And there we go. That will store flat, so you can make several sheets of them and keep them just on your paper pile. And then when you're ready to send a card to somebody, just clip one of them off and write a personalized note on the back. And that is what I did today. Don't forget, this video was for the thanks for watching art, so go ahead and go down to the hop chain in the description. And I would love to hear what you are doing today. I would love to hear about the things that you are doing. And I'd be happy if you'd leave me a comment in the comments below telling me. Oh, yes, and before I forget, please remember to subscribe. See you all later. Bye.